Okay, I'm gonna do replay and show you guys how you can trade outside of market hours for free. The Bearable Traders community has made a stock trading simulator, which looks a lot like the DOS Trader platform, only this is free. So the webpage is called stocktradingsimulator.com. So you go in here and this is it. You can add your ticker here, and you can set the date you want to trade. You have a virtual buying power, and if you want to change, moving averages or other things, you can do that there, and also just a time frame. So I'm going to trade CCL from Monday, November 29th. You can find stocks to practice on the Bearable Traders Market Replay website. There you have the watch lists and also stocks that you can practice and where breakouts happen and what to look for. And if you're not a member, that's not a problem. This is totally free. And if you want to know how they find their stocks to trade, you can watch the pre-market show on YouTube, also for free, on the Bearable Traders YouTube page. So it's possible to practice trading totally for free now. So what I'm going to do is put CCL in here, which I had on my watch list November 29th. So if we go to the daily here, you can see that on the 26th, Friday, it gapped down significantly. This is over 10%. So that makes it a good stock to trade. And you can see the volume here is much higher than, you have to go back all the way to July to find volume like this. So that means that the stock is in play. So what I to do first is find some levels. So what I always mark is previous day close, and previous day high and low, and 2 days ago high and low. This is far away, so probably not going to get up here. And I also like to mark the any moving average that is close, and also some pivot points like this one. You can see the volume here on that day with that indecision candle. It has some important levels to it. Yeah, and I think that's okay for now. What I also do is mark the low of the pre-market and the high of the pre-market around here, because that's also significant levels. I want to mark this one instead of this one because of the volume. So I think this is more significant than this one, but these levels are not absolute. So the price doesn't necessarily hit it on the cent, but you can look at it. It's more like a small range. Okay. So my observation is that CCL is gapping up from the previous day. It's above the VWAP, which is an important level for me when I trade the open. It's one of my most important indicators. And now we can press play and see what happens. I also have the time and sales here, which is nice to have. But not the level 2. So as you can see, the stock is opening strong, and it's far away from the rework, so I don't want to take it like a 1 minute open range breakout or anything, because you have a resistance level here and it's far away from the rework. But it's very strong, it's very strong. So now we push through this level. So this is a very, very strong opening. You can see I have almost 2 million shares traded. But it's too far away from me, so I'm not gonna touch it now. I usually trade after the first minute candlestick closes, but if I don't find a good opportunity, I usually wait for the 5-minute candlestick to open. So if you look at the daily now, you can see that it's gapping a lot. So this is looking very strong. Now you see it touched this 1918 level. It made kind of doji, showing a bit of weakness, but so let's see what happens here. If it can break this level or not. I'm not gonna do anything yet because it was far away, and you can see that it rejected this level pretty strongly now. I consider this still a strong stock. The opening is very strong. It's capping up. So if it can hold a wheel up here now, it might be a good place to add for a breakup. If I want to go long here, it's important for me that it closes above here now. It's tested down here once. So if it can close above and then open higher, it can be a good opportunity to go long. We see this red line here. This is an important line, as you can see the move of the stock. So it couldn't really push up higher. Not yet, at least. So just have to wait and see. If you think day trading is boring, You're right, it is. And if it's not boring, then you're probably overtrading. So we're getting close to the first 5 minutes. Let's see if we can close above or not. Maybe see it on the 5 minute here now. This shows a lot of weakness. This is a big reverse hammer. So it made a strong move up and then it rejected this level twice. And it pushed through all the moving averages here. So I'm more short biased here now than long. It's under all these moving averages. It's under the VWAP. And this is interesting here now because if it can't push through here and it rejects this, it might be a good place to go short. So we have this level here and the VWAP is close to each other. So I'm thinking about going short now for a continuation down here. And what makes me want to do that is because we're under all these moving averages and this big reverse hammer on the 5 minute, which shows a lot of weakness. So it shows that it didn't have any juice to push through. So let's see here now. Tries to go above. Tries to push through. So if it rejects here, it goes below here. So it has rejected the VWAP twice now. So if it closes below the VWAP now, then that's a good sign for me. You have this big drop through all the moving averages, losing this level, and you have two tests of the VWAP, both losing it, and you have this big 5 minute hammer. So I want to go short now. With the stop loss above this level. So around 19 would be my stop. And I have an entry of 1877. And the share size doesn't matter, it's all hypothetical because it's market replay simulator. But you want to be aware of that when you're trading live, of course, so you know how much you risk in every trade. So if we can push through everything here I'm getting out, then it's not worth being in the trade anymore. But I have around 25 cents risk here. So I at least want 50 cents move. So I have 2 to 1. So we're looking at 18, 30. So if you look at the daily for the levels, you can see that we have 1843 is the level, and now we have 1825. See if we can fill this gap here or not. So I have a few things here that made me go short. It was, of course, the big reverse hammer here, and see I have 1, 2, 3 tests. And I went short after the second one, as it confirmed that we had lost the VWAP. So we lost it here. We tested it, closed below, tested it again, closed below one more time, and then I went short. still have some resistance levels here with this 200 moving average on the 1 minute and the 50 moving average on the 5 minute. So that's the only thing that it's not too can work against this trade, I think. Because you can see we're losing it here now. So I have about a 10-cent move, but it's too soon to start taking some off. I usually start to partial out of my trades when I have the equivalent of one risk move. So I have 25 cents here, so I want 25 cents down. So that means around 18.50. And when I take my first partial, I always move my stop to the break even. So I can't lose any of the realized. So what I would do here now, I have 800 shares, so taking 10% partials. I have a hotkey for that in DOS, but here you have to do it manually. But this is a really nice drop. I see only weakness here. So it opened very strong, tried to push through, couldn't do it to get this big drop here. Tries one more time, and it breaks all the moving averages, tests, and then you can see this beautiful drop here. So now I have about 1-to-1, so I'll start scaling out. And now I have moved my stop to this, to my entry point. And at the first target, I'll usually take out a bit more. There you can see it's getting a bit extended from the 9 moving average. So it will be normal for the start, pull back a bit towards the moving average, and that sometimes that can be a good place to add your position. So we're getting close to the first place here. So we take off. A bit more. So this is a really nice move. So I took about 30% at that moving average. And that's just my style. I like to scale out. And sometimes when I have the 2-to-1, I like to sometimes I get all out, depending on how the stock looks, but everything depends on the price action. Trading based on your P&L is just gonna make you emotional, so I hide my P&L when I trade live. Let's see here. This is a good move. This is a really good move. I'm gonna take out a bit more. So 50% of my initial position. Let's see if we can get to the 1825 or the 200 moving average by 5 minutes. So my risk was above here. So I'm 1.5 now. So I want some more. But this move is very nice. And you want to watch. You can change the speed here, but it's important that you watch it in normal speed, so you can get a feel of the price action. So it doesn't just become like a video game. So as you can see, we get these small wicks here, so it looks to me like it's no strength in this stock now. You get this big beautiful drop here, only red candlesticks, lower lows and lower highs. And the same here, you see lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now getting into lower high, lower low. It lost this in 2 weeks here, so I only see weakness, so it's no point in getting out 100% yet. But I really like to lock in profits. Some people might think I partial too much, but that's just the style I'm comfortable with. So I take a lot of small partials instead of a few big ones. So this is a beautiful 5-minute opening range breakdown. We're still dropping. Let's see, get some more. See if we can get to that 1825. So as you can see, we have no new 1-minute high here. It's just dropping, 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 dropping. Let's see what happens here. We can get to the 1825 level. I'd never even touched the 9 near my hair. So this could have been, when you see more sign of weakness, this wicks here, could have been a good place to add, but the 9 moving average on the 1 minute chart is not a very strong resistant or support level. So this 5 minute closes, and we're in a beautiful lower high, lower low. So let's see what happens here. So this is a beautiful tool for practicing outside of market hours. So we're getting really close to that 25 level now. So it's getting some more. We have like 80 shares left here. So. Now we have like the 50 cent move to the 25-cent stop. So this is a good 2-to-1 move. And now we get our first 1 minute high. I also a few shares left here. I can just exit. Wait for it to see if we can hit that 70.94. This is a very good move for me. So. I'm taking out the rest here. So that was it. And I actually traded this live. As you can see, I had about the same entry and partialed a bit more, but got the 1828. That's the place I finally got out. Put a few more partials here the first time. So as you can see, this is a beautiful tool to practice trading outside of market hours, and I can really recommend it. Go to the Variable Traders Market Replay, find a stock that was in play that day, find it in the stock trading simulator.com, and then just practice your strategies. And when you practice them so much in the simulator that you actually see that they work more often than not, and you can try slowly live. So good luck with that, and thanks for watching.